a cafe? Do you have a restaurant? What do you have?
I
A
have a
bar?
restaurant. I have a takeout restaurant in Brooklyn.
Okay, you have a takeout restaurant in Brooklyn. When you've hired people, you've done background checks on the people that you hired, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I
but
have not. And let me tell you why. I have great people. I have a great staff. Well, first of all, my daughter, she manages the place, so I don't have to do it back. She came from me. I know she's integrity. I know she has integrity.
right.
But I'm the type of person that I sit down and I talk to you and I let you talk. I let people talk. I sit and have like 2 hour interviews with people, and I just all I do is let them talk. Well, where you been at? What restaurant have you been in, and where you worked at? And people would give you more information than you asked for. Trust me. I've had people coming in, and I'd be like, I ain't hiring this motherfucker because he ain't worth shit. Like this, you can already tell they full of shit. That intuition, Noble, don't lie to you. I have yet to come across one person that has walked into my establishment that I've hired that has shafted me. I have not one.
Mm.
Because you gotta let a person move how they move. I'm not gonna. No, I haven't done a background check. I got cameras. I got cameras, and I have intuition.
Okay. So what's your closing words, Miss Danielle? Listen, like I said, I do believe, ladies, that maybe just try to start doing background checks. Maybe your dating life will be better. Maybe the caliber of men that you deal with will be better. But Miss Danielle, what's your final thoughts? What's your closing words that you want to say to the lady
Noble,
pertaining to this situation?
I'm gonna be honest with you. My dating life is pretty hot. My dating life is lit. It's not trash, right? But I want to say that your intuition never lies to you. It never lies to you. It never lies to you. And as far as like, yeah, maybe I should start doing background checks and all that. But I don't dismiss people because they've been to jail because we don't know why unless they've been like again unless they've been to jail for pedophilia and stuff like that or rape or those kind of things assault on people, then yeah, okay. But I don't dismiss somebody going to prison because they could have went to prison for doing something when they were young and all that kind of stuff. But your intuition, this is my last and final thought, is your intuition will never steer you wrong. Never. Never. It will never lie. When you see that, when you get that feeling in your gut and you know it's a red flag, it's a red flag.
That's a fact. Miss Danielle, thank you for coming up here, ma'am. I appreciate you. You are always welcome here. I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Start doing background checks on people, man. Because
I'm
listen. Let me tell you something. Let me
you
tell you
know what,
something.
Noble? I'm gonna
Let me tell
listen
you
to
something.
you.
Let me you need to start doing background checks for real because you about to be looking for some cashiers at some point in time this year, and somebody gonna come in that done got 4 charges for fraud, and you gonna put them up there at your cashier, and as your cashier, when
Mhm.
it's time to count at the end of the night, the stuff gonna be short. Everything you gonna when you actually do your
Yeah,
audit,
but
you
you
like,
know
damn,
what,
we've been
Noble?
short. We've been short
My
5 out of 7 days this week. Why is that?
I have a takeout restaurant and my restaurant is small. So I have a takeout restaurant, right? So my daughter, she handles everything, my money, everything. My daughter she's a grown woman. She handles I've never been short yet, thank God. My that cuz she handles my money. But again, but I am going to do background checks, Noble. I'm going to listen to you because I'm open to suggestions, critique, whatever. I'm open to it. Because you're younger than me and I'm older than you doesn't mean that you can't teach me anything. So I am going to do background checks. But right now
Please.
I have two cooks. They're great men and I have no problems with them. But if God forbid if I ever need anybody else, I'm going to do a background check.
Cause listen, you're not just gonna let anybody, you're not just gonna let anyone in the street off the street come in your house. Like
No.
your restaurant, your place of business, that's like your second home. Like you shouldn't
Right.
let anyone off the street come in there and employ them either. Like
Right.
you need to do a background check on people. It's more than an interview. Anyone can. You just talked about meeting people as representative. Everyone's in representative mode in a job interview.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
I'm sure you've had to fire people before. I'm sure you had to fire someone before.
Well, I've only been open 2 years, and I haven't. The only the that I've had a person leave and go to another job that was closer to their home because they was traveling far, but I've never fired anybody.
Okay, but
I've never. But again, I've only been open 2 years.
right. So as you continue to grow and as
Absolutely.
you continue to like as your as you gonna get to the point, God willing, that you're gonna have to get a bigger space and you're gonna have to hire more people and
Right.
hire more people.
Right.
The
Yeah. I
turnover, and
will. I mean,
you're
if
gonna
I
have to
when
fire
I
somebody
grow,
one day. So
yeah,
one
absolutely.
one day somebody's gonna come in and give a great interview and have a great representative. They're gonna pass the background check, but they're not gonna be the best worker.
Right, and
They're
they go
gonna
to and
show up
yeah,
late.
yeah, and you gonna see me do like a series of TikToks or how I had to. Okay, Double, I got you. You don't want me to go to jail. Right, you're right.
All
You
right.
know what? You're right. I don't need to be in nobody's prison. So yes, let me start doing background check. And I'm not saying this to be, funny, but you're absolutely right. And I am. I will.
All right. Thank you, Miss Danielle. You
But
have a
let me
good
shout
night,
out my
okay?
restaurant. My restaurant is Ethel and Annie Mae's Soul Food Kitchen in Brooklyn, New York. It's
Okay.
named after my mother and my grandmother, who were both had food businesses, and they're no longer here. But I carry their name into my restaurant, and I'll be opening another location soon. But we'll see what happens with that.
That's
Yeah,
great. That's great. When I'm out in
and I'm
New
gonna do
York,
my
if I'm out in
background
Brooklyn,
checks.
hey, if when I'm out in New York, if I'm out in Brooklyn, I need a meal on the house, and then I'm gonna come back the next day and pay. But I need the first meal on the house. Can we do that?
Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me.
No, I'm
You need
playing.
you
Look, look,
you
look,
you,
look,
you
look. I'm
need the
playing.
you
Listen,
need the
listen.
hook up. You need the hook up
No,
before
no,
you.
no. Listen, listen.
Now
Listen.
I know you jogging around. I know you
Yeah,
playing. I know
listen,
you
because you
playing.
know what? Don't let people do that to you, because
Of course not.
that's what a lot of people in our community like to do. Like they'll go everywhere else and don't ask for a discount, don't ask for nothing for free. But when it's somebody that they know, when it's somebody they got a relationship with, they don't want to fully support them. So don't
Yeah,
let anybody do that
when
to
they go
you.
to the Chinese and they gotta fight with them for extra duck sauce and soy sauce. But then when they come to me, they want this, that, and the third. And
Yeah,
I be like, yo, y'all be holding black businesses to a whole other standard than y'all these other businesses.
right.
Y'all don't do this in McDonald's. Y'all don't do this at the Chinese. Y'all don't do this at Burger King. But when y'all come in black businesses, y'all see black faces. Y'all be trying to give us the business, and honey, I'm here for it. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you. I'm
yeah,
here for it because I could refuse service. I have the right to refuse service, and have a good night. That because come on, yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna come through and blow the bag. I'm gonna leave a tip and all that. Okay.
Come through, Noble. I definitely want to chop it up with you. We can have all these conversations that you have. I'm following you. I'm gonna stay connected, and when you go live, I'm gonna try to tune in because I think this was a great topic, and I wish you all the best. And I hope you get those 10,000 likes you wanted to get. How much was it?
Hey, we got him. We got
All right, good. I'm glad for
him.
you, brother. You got them. Amen to that. But thank you for sharing this story because this was crazy.
Yeah.
This was crazy. But thank you. You guys have a good night, and everybody have a good week and a good weekend.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one as well, Miss Danielle.
You
You have a
too.
good one as well.
Bye.
She dope.